Somebody grab me my broomski, please. Because the boys might have swept the board. And by we might, I mean we did. So somebody get me the goddamn broomski. Holy shit, we're inside my neck. Somebody grab me my broomski. Because we swept the goddamn board. And if you weren't a part of it, you got a chance to be a part of it today. But let's just give a quick W's in the chat. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let me get some W's in the chat for the broomski. Let me get some W's in the chat for the broomski. Look at all the broomskis in the chat. Look at all the broomskis in the chat. I had a day yesterday. But we also had a day on the show. Shout out LC. Fed a donkey. Shout out Josh. Fed a crazy demon square. We clean swept the prize picks board. We gave Luca points. Simeon run. Suzuki Suzuki hits run RBIs. Then we got the Mavs plus 4.5. That was free. Could have listened to Josh and left the points at the door. Took the Yankees at plus chicken. You see the shirt. Cy Young Stroman.
I love it. It's a Cubs shirt.
You see the shirt. Well, that's when he got his 1,000th strikeout.
I just love it.
So tough. We took Cy Young Stroman on Marcus Stroman Day, and he fucking dealt. Didn't give up a single run. Yeah. You believe that? Not a single run out of Marcus Stroman. The amount of shit we've been talking about him. Didn't give up a single run. And then we took the over in the Avs Stars game. I mean, that might have been the freest wager on the board. Might have been the freest wager on the board. Has anybody told Trent that the Thunder are about to lose in 6? Did anybody tell him that yet?
I think he knows.
Did anybody let him know? Can somebody confirm in chat if he knows or not that the Thunder are about to lose in 6 as a 1 seed? Can somebody let me know if he knows?
Did you see his tweet this morning?
I didn't see his tweet this morning.
He said, I can't wait to be courtside at the game and have one of the random Dallas Mavericks role players turn into Ray Allen.
Oh, it's not going to be a role player. It's going to be Luka Doncic literally in your jaw. And it's going to be phenomenal.
I could see PJ Washington going for 50 on Trent's dome.
That would be so funny. That would be so funny. We also got surgical on the footy pitch. I don't know if you saw that. Chelsea was a donkey. The Man U over was a donkey. Juventus over was moose shit. And PSG's team total plus chicken was a donkey. So somebody get my goddamn broomski is all I'm saying. Just get me my fucking broomski. All right, let's run the graphic. Let's talk about what happened yesterday. Other than the fact that I'm the best sports bettor on the entire planet, let's do it. What in the world? The part of the show where we talk about what happened in the news last night, me and Josh, and I'll tell you what happened in the news last night. When Luka's playing the way that Luka needs to be playing, I don't see how this Mavs team doesn't make the NBA Finals.
Yeah. I mean,
not that 31 points is a phenomenal point clip for him, but a 31-point triple-double is
take that all
incredible,
day.
Dude.
Take that all day.
It's literally incredible. I also love the fact that not only is Luka getting 30-point triple-doubles, but Kyrie Irving seems to have completely changed his persona, personality, and role in the team as being the third option now. Kind of being the guy in the background that just pulls all the strings, but has no ego, which is something we haven't seen from Kyrie Irving in literally forever.
Since he left the Cavs, right?
Dude, what is Pega talking about? Why does he always come in here fucking bitching? Pega, do me a favor. Shut the fuck up. God. Just shut the fuck up. Have fun.
Thanks.
Fly safe.
Yeah, it looks scary out there.
It is a little bit scary, so please fly safe. Sorry, guys. Chelly's on his way to Toronto. By the way, make sure you're tapped in on the Chelly Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. Is going to be pumping out some Modern Warfare content. 3-1 yesterday on the pitch, Pega. Shut the fuck up. All right. But if Kyrie Irving commits to being that utility man, Swiss Army knife, this team is so much more dangerous than when it's him and Luka trying to fight for the spotlight.
For sure. I think they got a chance, dude. I mean, obviously the Nuggets are beatable. They look really good the last 3 games, but they're definitely beatable. I mean, Ant took 2 games from them on the road. And I mean, I think this Mavericks team is a little bit better overall than
I think so too, dude.
Than the Timberwolves.
I think so too.
I think the Timberwolves are the best
also
player.
Because I think Luka is I feel like we might have jumped the gun on Ant. And I'm not afraid to say it. I think we might have jumped the gun on Ant just a little bit. Just a little bit. I think we might have jumped the gun on Ant in terms of I don't know if he's Luka level. And I feel like Luka's another level, and I think we kind of jumped and put him on that level because he had a great first series, and now he had a great first 2 games against the Nuggets. But I saw a graphic that he actually had worse stats than Jalen Brunson all year. Jalen Brunson averaged like 28. He averaged 25. And I feel like we're not yet committed to putting Jalen Brunson up there as quickly as we are with Ant Edwards in terms of being like, he's next up in the league. You know what I mean?
It's because the way they play.
Yeah, I agree.
think, yeah.
I agree with that. But I don't know, dude. I think we might have jumped the gun on Ant a little bit. I think we forget
Maybe a little,
he's only
but
22.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So he doesn't need to succeed.
That's what I'm saying. It's like he's Luka from 2 years ago.
Yes, I agree.
Like you know that he's about to be one of the faces of the NBA. Just give him some time.
I think he'll be the face.
Yeah, maybe
in the next 2-3 years for sure. But I will say this: when, like what you were saying, I think the Mavs could get more than 2 games on the Nuggets because I do think, to my point, Luka is that much better than Ant right now. And if Ant can go ahead and get 2 with this team, I could see the Mavs competing against the Nuggets.
Yeah.
I think the Thunder series is over. It's over.
Yeah.
Like, not to be rude and not to say that the Mavs could drop one at home, but this is the problem when you have a bunch of young guys. Like, this series is over now.
Yeah,
I feel like this series is done.
They're getting wiped up at home.
And I don't think it's going to go pretty in game 6, by the way, either, because I think it's like, okay, now we have a chance to go to the Western Conference Finals. If you're the Mavs, close out at home. We don't want to go back to Oklahoma City. It's fucking over.
Yeah.
Like, that's just writing on the wall. It's over. Knicks series, on the other hand, could not be over because you got to win in Indiana if you want to end it. You might not push as hard because you know you can come home for game 7. But I think that series is also over. Pacers opened up at -5.5 favorites.
That's crazy.
Isn't that nuts a little bit?
That's crazy.
Isn't that a little bit nuts? I mean, I'm going to leave the points at the door. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
but that just shocked me a little bit.
That is kind of insane.
That game's not today. But did you watch that Stars game?
I didn't watch it. I was watching Night Sweats, though, and they were watching. I couldn't see the game, though.
I mean, just goals galore.
No, I know. Yeah,
Just
they
goals.
were
I mean,
they were in
literally
moves.
goals galore.
I mean, Krabs literally just left.
Yeah, I mean, I mean,
he just got right out of there.
Krabs did not have a day yesterday.
No.
Did not have a day yesterday.
Might have to spin that wheel.
But I will. I mean, he's spinning that fucking wheel. I got to spin that fucking wheel. But I will say, I think when we had Chelly on, we talked about the Oilers, and I think we just got caught with a shit slate because I think when Chelly was on, we had the 2 worst series, the Nucks and the Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the Nucks are playing the Oilers, the Rangers are playing the Canes. But I think the Avs are who we thought the Oilers were in a game that mattered. You know what I mean? How Chelly was like, when you put the Oilers back up against the wall, they come out ripping puck, and they only had like 30 SOGs. The Avs are the team that we thought the Oilers are when the back is against the wall.
Yeah.
Like, the Avs just come out like, okay, you're going to score 3 or 4, but we're going to score 5 or 6. I feel like when the Avs have their back against the wall. And that's what happened last night. The Stars are about to another early lead. And it's like, you have to literally, it's almost, have you ever seen Monty Python?
No.
You never seen The Holy Grail, the
Mm-mm.
movie where they're like the rabbit?
No.
Or were they? So there's this funny scene in in Monty Python Holy Grail where there's this knight that's guarding this bridge, and they have to kill this knight, and they like cut his arm off, and he's like, "Oh, it's just a flesh wound," and then they cut his leg off, and he's jumping on one leg, and then he cut his other leg off and his other arm off, and he's like, "I'll bite your neck off." Like, the Avs are literally that knight. Like, you have to cut off every single limb to put them away, and the Stars scoring 3 goals and not getting any critical stops is not going to put away this Avs team.
Yeah.
So if you want to put the Avs away, you literally have to cut every single limb off this Avs team. And the Stars did not do that last night.
No, they
And
didn't.
that's what happens with the Avs.
This series is
Dude,
right
like
back.
Josh, I could not agree anymore.
Right back.
You give the Avs one more game. Like, I'm saying, giving them that 3-2 instead of it being 3-1 and closing it out, this series just opened right back up. It might as well be 0-0 going back into Colorado.
It does seem like that. And they're -120 at home.
Dude, it's game 7. We're going to game 7.
Yeah.
Like, you can't give this not that I know hockey, and I'm not going to claim to know hockey, but just like watching that game a little bit last night and watching this Avs team against the Stars all series, you cannot give this Avs team any room to breathe. Now they've had their first lead in a game that matters, and they blew your doors off. That is not good. And I agree with B-Ball Pyro in the Twitch chat. They allowed McKinnon to get his game going.
Yeah.
And now McKinnon's hot, dude. That's fucking
That's not
bad.
good for you. Yeah, because he was ass the first 4 games, right? He only had
ass.
I think he only had like 7 or 8 shots on goal in the first 4 games total. Something like that. Maybe 10.
Ass.
But not good.
He had 2 points last night. I bet it in Prize Picks. Like, now that he's on, it's over.
Yeah.
It might not, I'm not saying it's over, but I'm just saying now that he's on, You got to go into Colorado with
Yeah,
a
you gotta-
McKinnon that now
It's
is
different.
feeling himself.
It's different. It's for sure different.
Oh my God. Feeling himself. I took, just because I feel like I have to address it. I did a secret prize picks entry and I took Juan Soto, 2.5 demon bases. Finished with 2. 1 for 5.
Wow.
Like, what a douche. Like, what a dick.
He had a double?
Dude. Yeah, dude. Like, what a dick, dude. I did want to talk about a little bit. I mean, Marcus Stroman, I don't know if you guys understand. Like, there are like a couple athletes that are up there as going to be my favorite of all time that, like, when I'm older, I'm going to tell my kids about and, like, that I'm always going to buy their memorabilia and shit. Marcus Stroman, Jordan Poole, Garrett Wilson if he stays with the Jets forever, Johnny Manziel. So watching Marcus Stroman, like, it's hard for me to watch him fail. Because when he's not playing well, he's one of those guys where I fucking hate baseball, but I will watch Marcus Stroman starts and I'll like check in after every start that he has. And when he's getting like pieced up and like social media is ripping him apart, because he's kind of polarizing in baseball as a pitcher, I feel. And when he's not playing well, it hurts me because he just gets fucking ripped.
Yeah, well, because
Like,
he's
ripped. Well, fair enough, though. I get
Yeah.
it. You know, if you're not playing well, you deserve to get ripped. But it was nice to see him last night come into form a little bit.
Yeah.
He didn't get his K's prop, but we took his pitcher fantasy score, that soared over. But to see him just like not let up any runs, get a win for the Yanks, like that, it just felt good.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, fuck yeah, Marcus Stroman is back. Because he's one of those guys that's like, he's just one of those guys that for whatever reason, when he gets hot, he's fucking like real hot. But when he's cold, he's like one of the worst pitchers in the MLB.
yeah.
So I just wanted him to get one good start, not let up any runs, see it go through the belt or see it go through the hoop, and then we fucking go.
Yeah.
So
he does. He is a very streaky pitcher. And last year he was streaky for like 3/4 of the year and then started getting blown up. But
yeah,
who knows?
I agree.
Who knows?
That might be the worst Mount Rushmore list of ass.
He is swaggy.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
for
just
damn
like,
sure.
you know, I like personalities. I like aura. I like swag. And then when they play well and they put it all together, it's the perfect combo. You know what I mean? Like, I think that shit is sick.
Yeah.
Did you see the Giants release their new uniforms?
Yeah. Dude, they were saying in there that they don't like him. I don't know. I didn't really see it that
Josh,
well.
please.
The picture that I saw wasn't that good, but
Josh,
I mean, didn't look that bad.
Josh.
Let me see.
Are you kidding?
I haven't seen him really.
Okay, I want you to lay your eyes on them. They might be the worst uniform to ever come out across every sport. That might be the worst uniform to come out across every single sport. And I see now why Saquon Barkley left, and putting Daniel Jones in that uniform and wheeling him out there is going to be one of the funniest images of all time.
Yeah, those are bad.
They might be, I'm not even kidding, they might be the worst uniform in the history of
sport. The picture I saw was just the jersey, and it looked like the helmet was red, but it's literally just the Michigan helmet.
Dude, it is the worst jersey in the history of
with the
jerseys.
gold pants.
They're not even gold, they're like khaki.
Dude, those are so bad.
Dude, the worst uniform in the history of sports. Like, I'm not even kidding. That is the worst uniform in the history of all sports. And I feel like that's hard to do.
Yeah.
Like, to take the crown of the worst uniform in the history of sports, that's got to be hard to do. Like, if we looked up ugliest uniforms, there's got to be a couple up there.
Oh, for sure.
That, like, you'd be shocked. And I think that's 1A.
You know what's bad is the Packers their old school jersey.
That one's bad
one
too,
with the
yeah.
circle number. Those are
one's
disgusting.
That one's bad too. But I mean, what are the Giants doing, man? You're gonna have like
know.
4 wins this year, rocking them shits.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
In 2 games.
Gonna have to wear that 2 times. Yeah,
That's an auto
loss.
uniform fade.
Yeah, you fade that.
Yeah, like when they're wearing that, no one's feeling confident, no one's feeling swaggy. Like,
No.
they're losing that game. Both those games. And we bet on uniforms in these parts. I don't know if you guys are aware, we bet on uniforms in these parts. The official release date for college football video game came out
19th,
July 19th, correct?
Yep.
I already said it publicly, but my team is going to be the Akron Zips, and I'm going to win them a national championship. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going after Gavin Wimsatt in the transfer portal when that bitch comes out.
Gavin don't want to go there.
He will be my quarterback, and he will take me to a natty using his feet and his arms. Did you see the deluxe is $99.99?
Really?
What is so?
I feel like that's normal.
So what do you think the deluxe is going to include? Have they given us anything about the game yet? I know I saw something, and I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but I saw that they're saying they're making it very interactive in terms of you have to fit your playbook to the scheme of the team you're playing, and there's different playbooks.
That's cool.
And if you don't fit to the scheme, you're going to get like your tits blown off if you play a hard difficulty. because you're like they're trying to bring more attention to detail of like if you're playing Clemson, like they're gonna show you Clemson's scheme and you have to pick a playbook that matches.
That's
to
interesting.
like beat that.
That makes no sense, but
it was something about playbooks and schemes and like going game to game. You have to like actually create a game plan.
Yeah, maybe a game plan. Yeah, like I think Madden has that kind of
maybe,
now, don't they? Like before the game.
Yeah,
because like changing the playbook, that would be so dumb.
Maybe it wasn't like it was.
It's like game plan. Like
once you
like
run
inside. Like you have to like decide to like run inside. Like middle of the field throw, shit like that. Like what to like focus on.
Yeah.
They have that in Madden. I think I don't. The Madden that I have.
Well,
like
they also said they're gonna have multiple playbooks. So if like you're an Alabama fan, they're gonna have Alabama's playbook and stuff like that. So I think that's where I got it.
That's sick.
Mixed up. But what would the deluxe include? Because there's not going to be Ultimate Team, right? Or is there going to be like an Ultimate Team?
Yeah, that's
because normally deluxe they give you like packs, right?
Yeah, and like VC and shit.
Yeah. So I wonder what the deluxe would include.
Maybe. I don't know.
Have you decided who your team's going to be for Road to Glory? It can't be Pac-5.
Oh, I already told you.
It can't be Pac-5.
Game. It's Bethune-Cookman if they're in the game. If they're in the game.
Bethune-Cookman is a phenomenal one.
I told you I'm going to do what Ed Reed couldn't.
Yeah, that's so good. I hope they have Ultimate Team. That'd be really cool.
That would be cool. But I don't know how that would work with coaches too.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you don't need coaches, but because there's no coaches.
There's got to be
crazy.
We're going to do a Book It Online League.
Yeah.
And we're going to stream it for everybody. Also, look out, guys. I'm not going to be here tomorrow, so we're going to drop an exclusive TMA pod. Me, Josh, Nick are going to go through all the win totals in the NFL, give you guys some future bets, talk about which win totals are going over and under, talk about some future bets for awards. It's like an NFL preview show tomorrow dropping. So make sure you guys tune into that. It'll be on the Bookit Sports YouTube, but we're dropping it tomorrow. Mikey, you're the GOAT. Please, I beg you for a 2-piece parlay. If it hits, I sub. Big dog, I'm going to give you that when we hit the slate towards the end of the show. I promise you I'm going to give you a 2-piece. That is, I put that on my mother. I'm going to give you a 2-piece. But I'm really excited for NCAA, honestly.
Oh, same. It's going to be unreal. It's been,
I might take my first vacation when that game comes out just to sit at my apartment and not do anything.
Just rip.
Yeah, we might not have an episode for a good week. But I'll tell you what, that weekend, bars are going to be empty.
Oh, yeah.
Bars are going to be, it's going to be all girls. If you're a guy that doesn't like sports, you go to the bar, you're cleaning up that weekend.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't get me to go to a bar knowing I got NCAA at home.
Yeah. Oh, here, Dilgod. Deluxe includes 3-day early access, 4,600 football points, Ultimate Team jersey pack, Alma Mater Ultimate Team pack, and more packs.
That's fucking
so
sick.
there is.
So they're going to have an Ultimate.
Yeah.
That's sick. Dude, imagine the Ultimate Team. You got like fucking Luther outline, Judkins at the running. That would be so sick.
That would be so sick.
That'd be so sick. Wow, that'd be so much fun. What uniform would you want for your Ultimate Team? I'd want one obscure, one Power 5.
I think
the Michigan Blues, not to interrupt you.
Yeah.
I think I'd go Michigan Blues, and then I'd want like Coastal Carolina white.
Okay, that's interesting.
I feel like those would be my two.
I think I'm taking BC whites, the bandana jerseys.
Those are sick. Fuck.
And home jerseys. I don't know. I really like Arizona. Their uniforms.
Arizona State's another good one too.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll have
Washington's uniforms.
I wonder if they'll have like the alternates. You know what I mean? How like Ole Miss had that helmet that was like blue.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll have those in it. You know what I mean?
I don't know why not.
Like the Country Road West Virginias from last year were like some of my favorites. Those are fucking sick.
Yeah.
Fucking sick. Can we just nuke the Rangers tonight and move on to the Panthers or no? Yeah, we're going to talk about it in a little bit here coming up in this slate. We're going to talk about it. What up, Cam, in the Twitter chat? How we doing? The blue Tulanes would be fucking tough. We need. I actually need the Coastal Carolina turf.
Yeah.
I need that.
Boise turf. I like the Boise turf.
The Boise turf's cool too.
I think the blue's cool. I don't know if I like the teal Coastal Carolina shit.
I love the teal.
Doesn't Georgia State have a blue field too, or am I just tweaking?
They might. I know they're blue.
I think they might have a blue field, but I could definitely be tweaking.
Eduardo, what's going on in the YouTube chat? What's up, Eduardo? What else did I want to talk about? Fuck, I had some. Do you have anything while I look?
I want to talk about our team schedules for a sec because I'd prefer to keep the next thing.
We can do a little preview.
I prefer to keep the thing tomorrow just for futures and shit, but I would like to go over our
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a
team's
video today
schedules.
about the Jets schedule, but I would like let's go through the Bears.
We'll go through the Bears.
Yeah, let's go through the Bears.
All right. I did this with Dave actually earlier, so we'll
Okay,
see.
so
We'll see
what I
you
want
think.
you to do
Okay.
is say who you're playing week 1. If you think it's a win or loss, I'm gonna tell you if I think it's a win or loss, and then we'll go down the whole schedule.
Okay.
We're gonna go through the Bears schedule. Oh yeah, Hawaii being nasty would be sick. You make people come to the island, turn into like a fortress. It's like you don't win on the island. That'd be fucking sick.
Well, that's a betting rule. You know that, right? Like you don't bet against you don't bet against the rainbow when they're dogs on the island. Anytime Hawaii sports are dogs on the island, you take them.
I also always take the over on the island. Makes no sense because they're always jet lagged. But
Yeah,
I always take the over on the island.
and the basketball team's totals are literally fucking.
It's like 120.
Yeah,
it's literally 120.
All right.
Oh
so
yeah, let's rip it.
Let's rip it. Week 1, Titans at Bears, 1-0.
Yeah.
Week 2, Bears at Texans, 1-1.
Yep.
Bears at Colts. I think we lose that game.
I think you do too. I think Anthony Richardson's going to be fully back.
I think that them at home too. They'll be scary.
Anthony Richardson though, fully back.
Yeah, he's back.
I think people forget how good he was before he got injured, but yeah, I'm all
right. 1-2.
Yep.
Rams at Chicago. I think we win that game. I think it's 2-2.
I don't know, dude. That could be weird. Puka Nacua, Stafford, Cup.
I think at home. I think
everyone healthy. No Aaron Donald though. It's first time.
Yeah, no Aaron.
All right, 2-2. Yeah, we'll go 2. I'll give you the Rams.
Panthers at Bears. Win.
Yep.
3-2. Jags in London.
You're losing.
I'm giving us that game.
No,
that's the first week that they're there though.
That's the Jags home stadium, dude.
I don't care.
The Jags have the most fans.
I don't care. I'm taking them.
Okay.
So that has us at 4-2. Then we have a bye. Okay. After the London trip, we go to the Commies. I think we beat the Commies.
Okay. Depends how Jaden Daniels starts, but yeah.
Yeah. And then we go to the Cardinals.
Smoke.
Like the Cardinals are moose.
Yeah, smoke.
We go the Patriots in Chicago. 3-game win streak.
Tits blown off. I don't know if the Patriots win a game this year. I'm being honest.
They do not. That's actually a 4-game win streak if they beat the Jags. But actually,
you're not beating the Jags.
Actually, fine.
You're not beating the Jags.
And then Packers at Bears. I think we just split. I think we go 3-3 in our division, so we'll just do that.
Yeah, I think
like we just split that.
I think you split with the Packers as well.
Split with the Packers, split with the Vikings, split with the Lions. I think
Yeah.
best case we go 4-2. We could beat the Vikings twice, but that's
It's just division.
yeah, that's just division.
You never know.
And then Niners at Niners we lose, and then Seahawks at Bears. I think we win.
Seahawks are gonna be weird this year. I don't know what to think of.
Well, they lost. We have their OC now, Shane Waldron. And he was kind of the guy that like resurrected Geno Smith's career.
Yeah.
So he was also the OC at the Rams when they won the Super Bowl.
It's gonna be like weird and freaky, and I don't know what to think about them yet.
But I think we win that game. I mean, I guess you don't know yet because you don't know how good either team is. But I think we win that game. It's week 17.
Yeah, I don't mind giving you that game.
But that's 10 or 11 wins right there.
I think you'll probably drop some games you'd be surprised to drop. But you might drop against Jaden Daniels. You're definitely dropping against Jags in London.
I don't think that we drop against them.
Dude, I'm just telling you, like, there's some systems, and the Jags at home in London is literally a free bet. They don't lose at home in London. It's like their actual home. They have the most fans in London. Like, if there was a team right now that if Roger Goodell was like, we're moving a team to London, it's the Jags, and no one would be mad. Not even Jacksonville.
Yeah, they are getting a new stadium there, though. They're getting a new stadium.
For, like, nobody.
Yeah.
Like, they have more fans in London than they do in Jacksonville. But, all right. I mean, hey, man. I'm looking forward to
I don't think that's that wild.
I don't think it's that wild either. The way that he throws the ball, I mean, he should have 10 or 11 wins. And the way that we've been talking about him, he should have 10 or 11 wins.
Yeah, I agree.
But we'll see. Do you see that people actually give a fuck about where Pat Beverly is going to go next year?
No, I haven't seen that.
They have, like, betting odds on it. Who gives a fuck where he goes? No, he doesn't make any impact.
That's weird.
If anything, he makes less of an impact. Did you see that guy Nick on ESPN just fucking buried him?
Nick Wright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, buried him.
I love that dude.
The Jets have 6 primetime games.
Most of all time.
How does that make you feel?
I mean, not good for you.
As a team that has never had primetime games.
That means you're playing a lot of good teams.
As a team that has never, well, no, it's like Steelers, Colts. I'm not really scared of those two. Patriots is on primetime. We should fucking.
Why the fuck is that game?
Melt,
I guess you guys.
We should melt their face. You know, yeah. Give us a primetime game where we beat the Patriots. That's gonna feel so fucking good.
Yeah.
When we're fucking pulling up September 19th 8:15 p.m. We're beating the shit out of the Patriots. Put it on your calendars right now. Put it on your calendars right now.
I got to put that up there.
Leave Michael. Bears ain't winning that much.
Yeah, nice profile pic, bud. Everyone's in Vikings gear in this profile picture.
Jets losing first game with the next 4. Yeah, I mean, we might lose the first game because San Fran is fucking San Fran, and we don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to stay healthy through the entire game. So that would be a bummer.
Yeah, I mean, even if you lose that game, who cares?
Yeah, I could care less if we lose it. We're not going to lose that game, but I could care less if we do. Drake May is not going to put me in moose get busy dizzy. I got fucking news for you. That kid, did you see the reports coming out of camp? Why doesn't everyone do me a favor and give a quick Twitter search Drake May, dude? They're saying that he's got almost too much to work on. And that
Patriots believe, no. Patriots villain believes team regrets drafting Drake May.
But there's been reports from inside the camp that coaches believe Drake May has too much to work on.
Yeah.
I will bust those if the Patriots suck this year.
If they throw Joe Milton in there.
Dude, he's going to be even worse.
Yeah.
He's going to be even worse. And I tweeted it on draft night. I was literally cheering loud in the Buffalo Wild Wings where I was watching the draft when they drafted Drake May. You just fed the Jets 2 wins this year.
Dude. And their schedule is ridiculous. Dude, first 6 games of the year. 5 of their first 6 games are Bengals, Jets, Niners, Dolphins, Texans.
Just beat that ass.
That's 0-5, like auto.
Just
like there's literally no chance they win any
ass,
of those games.
Dude.
He's gonna get demoralized.
Beat that ass.
He better not start. They better start. They better start Brissett.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. But you know what? The turntables turn eventually, and the tables are starting to turn. And I'll tell you what, I think the Patriots are going to be a moose for way longer than Patriots fans think.
Oh,
because they got nothing to build on.
I've said it for 3 months. Like, this is not the guy. Like, whoever gets this guy is not getting their guy.
Dude, I don't think the Patriots will have a guy for the next decade. They can't figure out shit for shit.
Yeah.
They got Bailey Zappi and Mac Jones running. Now they got Joe Milton and Drake May. Like, who the fuck?
They're going to start Jacoby Brissett, I think. I think he's going to be their starter.
Please.
Yeah.
I would love
I mean, he's going to be better than Drake May, I think, right
Jacoby
away.
Brissett. I would love to beat up.
I feel like you'd rather play Drake May, but yeah. I mean, you'd beat Jacoby Brissett too.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Wheel out there.
Yeah,
literally, it does not matter who they wheel out there. We're beating that ass. The Pats are literally the Wizards right now. I agree. Like, they have nothing to look forward to. Literally zero to look forward to.
You're literally the Wizards. Speaking of the Wizards, there he is.
Speaking of the,
we're talking shit about my Wizards, man. What do they do?
Speaking of
they do nothing.
Speaking of the shit. All right, Krabs. You want to serve some slate?
Sure. Let's run it.
Run the graphic. Welcome back to Slate Servers, the part of the show where on a Krabs Bets Thursday, we serve some slate, and we're going to give you all the plays you need, and I'm going to deliver a 2-piece for the person in chat that was asking for it. Also, I totally forgot. Did you remember that the Falcons still have Desmond Ridder?
People forget that. And Taylor Heineke.
Did they not still have Desmond Ridder?
I didn't think they did, but maybe they do.
Because they have a quarterback room.
They have Kirk Cousins and they have Penix.
They have a quarterback room that makes no
Ridder's
sense.
in the Cardinals.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought I saw him in a graphic that they were like when they showed like they're throwing. I was like, is that fucking they still got Desmond Ridder? What the fuck's going on over there? But they got Taylor Heineke in there too. I mean, that makes no sense.
No. I mean, that's going to be nobody's talking about that QB battle at all. 0 people are talking about it. But Heineke and Penix deking out for the number 2 spot down there in Atlanta. That's going to be must-see TV.
Krabs, I feel like I just had to. You tweeted some foul shit this morning, and I just wanted to address it. We can't be calling Commanders Buccaneers greatness. That's just, I mean, we got to have a little bit of class.
I mean, for BTL, for me, for Jovan, that's greatness. That could have worked out better. We might have to
I don't even know if that's great for BTL and you and Jovan. That's going to be a moose shit game.
Well, the Bucs are pretty good. Baker Mayfield just got paid. His pockets are fat. I mean, the blue-collar Bucs, I feel very hard to root against that squad. And then you got the Commanders, who've got the new regime, new ownership, new QB, new this, new that, new toys. They got new everything.
Knew this, knew that.
The retirement home on defense.
Yeah, why did they just pay Winfield the most a D-back has ever gotten paid?
I mean, he's like that. They definitely paid him an arm and a leg, but he's insane.
It almost felt like too much, though.
Yeah, but probably.
And now they fucked everybody because they set the market for guys like Sauce that are going to want to literally pull the Jets' pants down.
Yeah, but that's how it goes. Everybody gets overpaid in this business.
That kind of stuff only pisses me off when like a moose shit, rat shit team pays a guy like that too much and then sets a new market. Because it fucks all the teams that are trying to compete.
Literally, the Giants resetting the market. Well, I guess not resetting the market, but paying Daniel Jones all that money made like every other team like think about paying a mid quarterback $35 million.
Yeah, like it's insane. Makes me angry.
Dave in chat chirping. I know a Jets fan ain't calling any franchises moose.
All right, Dave. Your 4 NFL teams that you have next year, one of them isn't even going to get a win. So why don't we focus on what's ahead of us, not what's behind us here, bud? Okay? Okay, bud?
All right, well, let's talk about this legitimately then. Who's getting more wins this year, the Jets or the Commanders?
Is that even a question that we're having?
Yeah.
You think the Commanders might have more wins than the Jets?
The Commanders' schedule is doable.
With a rookie quarterback.
Your quarterback, when we all celebrated, he ran out with that American flag, his leg exploded on the first series.
He's been in rehab ever since?
He needs to go to a different rehab, I think.
Krabs. Like Jahan Dotson, Terry McLaurin, and Jaden Daniels aren't going to get it done. I just got news for you.
I would love to know what the win total is for your Jets.
I'm going to look right now.
I think it was at 9 or 8 last time that I checked.
Commanders are at 6.5.
Krabs, I don't think anyone's having the conversation of if the Jets or Commanders are going to have more wins than each other. I think it's like, are the Jets going to make a deep playoff run? And the Commanders are like, did they find their guy in the draft?
9.5 is the Jets. Juice to the over.
3 points, 3 wins higher.
Yeah.
Dude, we brought basically everyone back that mattered, and CJ Mosley took a pay cut, and Aaron Rodgers is going to be healthy, and we drafted everything that we needed. Like, we're kind of in a good spot.
If that O-line ends up being pretty good, they could be solid.
But it's a completely new O-line. Like, the O-line you saw last year, almost none of the names are coming back. Like, Mekhi Becton's on the fucking Eagles.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
Well, you know the joke around sports betting community, Mike. It's, betting the Jets to miss the playoffs every year. It's been like literally the cash cow of the decades.
That's true. Right? It was probably like minus 800 a couple of years in there, but that's true.
Definitely.
That's true.
Plus chicken this year, though.
The Bears are at 8.5 wins, minus 165 to the over.
That's ridiculous. That might be bait. That might be literal cheese on the fucking mousetrap is what that is. That's bait.
I don't know, Krabby.
Because that's getting people like Joshy, people, fans of the team, fans of the program, the franchise, saying, I don't care what that number is next to that line. It could say minus 2,000. I'm betting it. I don't give a shit, right? They're taking advantage of you, Joshy. They really are.
Or it just means we're getting 10 wins. And they don't want to put it at 9.
And, yeah.
I mean, if the Bears open up at Caleb Williams 9 wins, that'd be insane.
It's not
he
insane.
Has everything that he needs.
We had 7 wins last year, and we have
I know, but it's still a rookie quarterback. Like, you never know what's going to happen.
We had a quarterback that didn't know how to use his eyes for the last 4 years. I think we'll be better off.
I would hope. If that's how we feel about Justin Fields, I hope he succeeds in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he'll be a really good kick returner.
All right, Krabs, you want to start in the NHL? Because I feel like I know what I'm doing tonight.
Sure. Give me what you got. I want to hear it. Are we doing it again?
Krabs, I just feel like the series might have just gotten away from the Rangers, and they're going to blow a 3-1 lead.
Well, now I'm looking at Carolina minus 160 like they were in game 1, game 2, and it's giving me PTSD because they took thousands of dollars out of my bank account like thieves in the night.
They did.
In the first games of the series. Now we're sitting here, and I got tickets for both these teams to win the cup. People forget that. I have Carolina to win the series. I have Carolina to win the Stanley Cup. I got them every which way. That's who I'm rooting for sure. It's got to be the Hurricanes with the momentums, right? Minus 160 at home, but I feel like I've seen this movie before.
Krabs, we've seen this movie before, but I feel like we tried to play this movie when they had no momentum. And I feel like now is the time.
We tried to play the movie before the crowd was ready, was what we did. We were ahead of our time here, Mike. We tried to play that movie before the crowd even showed up to the fucking theater.
I agree.
Right now, the fans are there. They're settled in. They got their popcorn. They got their Slurpees. Feet kicked up. Recliners are pushed. If you're at the nice theater, maybe you turn on the heated seats. Right? They're ready for the hurricane show.
I feel like they're ready, dude. I really do. Because I really wanted to bet the Rangers to close it out, but I feel like when this kind of stuff happens and you let the momentum get away from you just a little bit, especially in hockey, things just they go from bad to worse. Because hockey, I feel like out of any sport is a momentum sport. The minute your guys get going, your first lines get going, you start tasting some wind, you start playing fast, you start putting pucks in nets. It's really hard to stop it. And especially going back into home.
Yeah, give me the Hurricanes. Fuck it.
I agree, dude. I agree.
I got one more left in me. Give me the Canes.
I agree. And you know what, Krabs? If they burn us this round, you still have a Rangers future ticket. We'll just ride the Rangers.
It really is. There's no bitching that can come out of it because I'm celebrating either way. Either the Canes make the series go 7, right, and I'm sitting here counting my guap, or I'm saying, you know what? It's time to root for the Rangers to win the cup, team of destiny.
Counting guap, Krabs. Counting guap. I feel like the Nucks Oilers series, this one goes over. Tonight goes over. 6.5 plus chicken.
I'm not going to be on that under. And I probably like Edmonton on the road, honestly, to get that win, but won't be betting that one. I'll just stick with the Canes on the ice for tonight.
I like the Oilers to get one on the road too here, Krabs, but I will say, and we talked about it in New York when we were there, which, by the way, guys, we're dropping a PLL vlog soon. Not this week, but soon. I really want to click the Oilers button, but I talked about it with Chelly as well this week on TMA. This Canucks team is just so weird.
They've got something about them. They got moxie. They got heart.
Like they just got something, dude. Like something, and it makes no sense when you watch them, by the way. I don't care if there's Canucks fans in here. I don't care if there's hockey heads in here. When you watch this Canucks team play, they shouldn't even be on the same ice as the Oilers. But somehow, some way, in the third period, this series is tied up, and it looks like the Canucks are going to win every single game.
Yeah, keep that game away from my fucking bet slips.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Speaking of games away from bet slips, I know Timberwolves fans and Timberwolves bettors across the world have been in moose shit lately. But tell me why the Timberwolves aren't 2.5-point favorites after getting their doors blown off 3 straight, even though they're going into home where Denver already took 2, and clearly already feels comfortable.
Yeah, it's got to be the T-Wolves.
Wow.
It's got to be the T-Wolves. I hate to say it. The Nuggets win 3 straight. I feel like Shaq chirping Jokic on TNT was probably the nail in the coffin there for the T-Wolves. But we're here, backs against the wall, down 2-3. I think Anthony Edwards takes over, and the T-Wolves sneak one out. Series goes 7, and then Denver wins.
I don't know, Krabs.
Krabs, what if I told you that line just moved from 2.5 to 2?
Yeah, it's been moving back because everyone's betting the Nuggets now.
Yeah.
Because, Krabs, I feel like we might just be, like, it might just be it, dude. We were just talking about it at the top of TMA, like, we forget Anthony Edwards is only 22. I think we might have put the cart in front of the horse a little bit with this Timberwolves team after their first round. And I feel as though you ran into a Nuggets team that you got 2 on because they hadn't snapped into playoff mode. And now Jokic got chirped on live TV. Jamal Murray all the way tapped into playoff mode. And I just don't feel comfortable clicking the opposite button from an MVP, reigning NBA champion team that has now snapped into playoff mode against a Timberwolves team that has completely lost their legs the past 3 games.
I agree, but the T-Wolves open up -3 I thought was ludicrous.
Ludicrous.
Spanked the last couple of nights. And I'm looking at the money right now, the splits. I mean, 80% of bets in handle on the Nuggets ML as a dog. That's scary. I think it's the T-Wolves. I think I got one more in them. I do. I don't think all the series are ending today, but we'll see. We'll see. Jokic, they might have fucking woken up a beast.
But that's what I'm saying, Krabs. I feel like this is the Jokic that just won the finals last year, and they woke him up game 3 when they went into Minnesota.
He's too good. He's too good.
Yeah, again, I agree with Cam in the Twitter chat. This is another momentum-based situation, and removing the lines. Once we get into playoff mode, momentum is the only thing that matters. It scares me taking a Timberwolves team that has not only lost all momentum, but has seemed like they have lost everything. Like, it just seems like everything is out of whack. Everything is out of whack for this Timberwolves team. Rudy Gobert's slipping, trying to pick Cat up. Anthony Edwards disappears in the fourth quarters. Like, it just seems like everything is out of whack because you can't stop anything on defense, and you can't get anything going on offense for 3 straight games. I don't know if going home fixes that or if a locker room meeting fixes that, but I think we might have put the cart in front of the horse a little bit with Anthony Edwards and this Timberwolves team, who, by the way, are young enough to do this again next year and go even deeper next year and the year after that and possibly contend for multiple championships. But they're running into a Nuggets team that has done this before and is ready to fucking melt face and move on.
They're built. I will probably be on the T list today, full transparency. I need to say that.
I mean, I get it. I get it. Are you going to be fading our GOAT tonight, Caitlin Clark, or?
No, I'll just take my coins from the game one. And like I said.
Got disappointed at your resolve.
It wasn't personal. Like I said, it's just business here, and Caitlin Clark is going to be a legend. Don't get me wrong, but she went under her points. She went under that combo, and she went 4 for 11 from deep. I'm not the one to chirp. I'm not out there playing on the court. She's way better than me for sure. But like I said before, I faded her in game one. I'm not looking to fade her every game. I'm not looking to fade her on the season. But on game one, when everyone's watching, everyone's betting, that's when I will get my lick. Okay, yeah. That's when I will get in there and I will fade the GOAT.
And it was a good lick.
But now I'll sit back and relax. I'll take my coins and run.
And it was a good lick. Pause. You hit a lick.
It was a good lick. Yeah.
You hit a lick. But they're plus 7 at home again. And I feel like I bet the Liberty game one minus 10.5. They were down fucking like 12, ended up winning by 5. The Fever, I think by all accounts, I'm a Caitlin Clark fan, but the Fever are fucking moose shit.
Yeah, I don't think people realize shit. Like, they thought that they were going to plug Caitlin Clark on that team and they would just be the fucking 2015 Warriors. Like, that's not how it works. They were the worst team in WNBA for 2 years straight. Adding the best players, going to help for sure. They might not be the worst team in the league this year, but they're surely not going to be the best. Okay.
And I think we kind of forgot that to get the number 1 pick, you're the worst team. I think people are like, oh, fuck, the Indiana Fever have the first pick. Like, it's because they sucked.
I don't think there's a lottery in the WNBA either. Just like, it's like the NFL, like just based on record.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's almost like we put Cade Cunningham on the Pistons. Like, that really didn't move any needles.
It's a little different because she's a little better, but yeah.
I don't know. Cade was averaging like 25.
Nah, Cade ain't Caitlin Clark. Like that. Like that's like LeBron. That's like LeBron going to the Cavs. Like that's what it is.
Yeah. LeBron going to the Cavs.
I'm with Josh on this one.
Yeah. LeBron feels.
You know what? I could be interested in a little New York Liberty on the spreads.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
They looked like shit first game too. Honestly, I don't hate that. They looked like ass.
Like, dude, I'm really not. I'm not hating that either, dude. I like, even though I like the Fever, I'm gonna support the Fever this year because I like Caitlin. Like, dude, she can get her points because I'm taking her points tonight. But I think the Liberty might just wipe the floor because the Fever aren't move shit.
People are forgetting how bad that team is. Yeah, and that's why the spreads are moving and grooving in the other direction. 2 points tonight, 3 points in the season opener, right? And it was the easiest cover we've ever seen because they might have a private jet, they might have Caitlin Clark, but that doesn't mean the other 4 girls in the court are good, respectfully.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they opened at plus 5.5 and it's up to 7.5, and we're just still wiping crusties out of eyes.
Yeah, Liberty is a great looking parlay piece. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, Liberty are about to rock them, says Solomon.
What?
Their defense is definitely not as good as the Sun, though, so I think Caitlin will. I think Caitlin, like if Caitlin was just making shots, like she wasn't like taking awful shots.
No, she wasn't.
Like if she was just making her shots she normally makes, she has 30 against that defense.
I'm taking Caitlin Clark's points as my square POD on Snapchat, which is 2-0. It's getting me my square POD on Twitter. Sure. Like Caitlin Clark points is a donkey today.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think I'm going to take the Liberty minus 7.5 if I had to bet, because I just like, dude, this Fever team is fucking moose shit
for sure. They're terrible. And then Brianna Stewart.
I also agree with Chris Raptor. I woke up and put $400 on Caitlin Clark more than points and Sabrina Ionescu more than points. Let's just battle it out. Let's just battle it out.
I think you might have gotten the wrong girl.
Is it Brianna Stewart?
I think it's Brianna tonight, but you could be right. Who knows?
Of course. Krabs, I don't know if you've been tapped in, but I'm kind of red hot on the diamond.
Go on.
I don't know why that was fun.
I don't know if you've tapped in, but I'm red hot on the diamond. Tell me why I'm not just taking the Phillies again like I do every single day. And by red hot, all I do is I take the Royals, I take the Phillies, and then I fade the Cardinals, the Marlins, and the Angels. And I'm red hot on the diamond.
I mean, yeah, you're fading all the fake sharp teams. And you're back in the Phillies who win every fucking night. You're not going to hear anything from me telling you not to take the Phillies.
Dude, they won
They
10-5
win
yesterday.
every single game. They're unbelievable. And they cover and they respect coins and they score a lot of runs. It's never close. No sweat.
No sweat.
No.
No sweat, dude.
I do got a game I wanted to talk about with you, this Pirates and Cubs game. We got Jared Jones on the bump, who's one of the nastier young pitchers that people don't know a lot about, but this kid has some of the best stuff in baseball. He is nasty. And then he's going against Justin Steele tonight for the Cubbies. Justin Steele, who Joshy, I'm sure, could attest to. Been a little bit of a slow start for the guy. Started out a little hurt. His ERA's up a little bit. He's not looked like his dominant self from last year. It'd be hard to replicate that anyways. But it's clear he's not, his midseason form right this second. The Pirates, I know their offense isn't great, but they do hit lefties significantly better than they hit righties. Justin Steele, obviously a lefty. Jared Jones, I think, shoves it down the Cubs' throats. Total's low in this game. I like the Pirates on the money line at plus chicken on the road. I want to back Jared Jones once again. And their bullpen, it's been sus so far, but they have big name guys like David Bednar and Aroldis Chapman. I'm going to trust these guys tonight and not take first 5 and take full game at plus check.
Krabs, I bet the Pirates one time my entire life, and it was when Rav was down here, and I did it for the kid, and they lost 2-0. They might have some of the worst bats in the major league.
I know, but lefties, though, they can hit a little bit.
Do you like that Nerfy?
I'm worried about Steele, man. But I wouldn't take the Yerfy. I wouldn't take the over in this game. I think it will. I think the under hits, so sure.
Okay.
But I'm worried about Steele getting roughed up a little bit in this one. I think the Pirates might strike early.
Is it a bounce back? Dodgers -1.5.
Yeah, I like Dodgers ML with the Astros.
-2.5 at plus check.
You take the Astros late night against the A's. The Astros are back.
Yep.
They're not losing that series. They're sweeping the A's. And you take the Dodgers on the ML with Glass now on the bump against Suter, who's moved shit. I think that's an opener they're rolling with Cincy. So good fucking luck with that bullpen. Yeah, 2-piece Bozo pack late night square. Don't care. That's smacking.
Talk to me about Yankees Twins. Why I shouldn't just take the Yankees again at plus chicken. Like, their bats are better than the Twins. They're playing better than the Twins. I don't care who's pitching for the Twins. It was fucking Pablo yesterday, who's their ace, and they lost 4-0. So why is it not just the Yankees again?
Probably is. Just like I've said, the first 2 games of the series, Twins fake sharp. They're probably fake sharp again. We're seeing the line movements, 25 cents each day in the series, all 3. We're seeing it once again today for Minnesota. It makes 0 sense. I don't get it. And again, you're getting like that big name arm for Minnesota, Joe Ryan, who hasn't been living up to the expectations yet against, a mid guy on the Yankees who's been balling, pitching lights out in Clark Schmidt. I wouldn't change the recipe here. Not to say that maybe Minnesota salvages the series and steals one at home. I'm not going to bet it. But I'll tell you what I told you yesterday. Twins are fake sharp. Yankees are the play here again.
Yeah, dude, if I was betting baseball today, which I am, I'm taking the Yankees at plus chick, I'm taking the Phillies, and I'm taking the Astros -1.5. That's just, that would be my plat.
Yep.
That would be my plat.
Stay hot on the diamonds.
And, dude, I'll be honest, for my 2-piece, because somebody asked me for a 2-piece, if I'm making a 2-piece, dude, I'm going to be real with you, Krabs. It's the Canes money line. I'm really starting to love the Canes the more I look at that game, Krabs. Every time that team looks me in the eyes, like, I want the Canes.
Has to be done.
Like, it really does. And I feel like when we check Twitter, the PODs are going to be all over the Rangers, close out the series, close out the series, close out the series, close out the series. Krabs and Mikey Over are going to be all over the Canes.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
And then Trent as well, because they're -160. The kid can't even sniff a plus sign.
Well, if he takes them, we might be fucked. Because that's a big 3 if I've ever seen one. And that's a big 3 that I don't want to be a part of, folks. I want no part of that.
If he takes that, we might actually be fucked. It'd be the Canes and the Phillies on the ML. That'd be my 2-piece, just because I'm not fading the Phillies anymore, and I am only taking the Mets in spots where it's gross and ugly, and it's when they're playing teams like the Athletics. Like, I don't trust the Mets as far as I can throw them, and that's 9 full-grown men. I don't think I could throw them very far. So
no, I'm
taking the Phillies and the Canes. That'd be my 2-piece.
What about Caitlin Clark, Nikola Jokic, 50.5 points combo?
That's foul. That tells me that Jokic isn't going to ball, but Caitlin's going to ball.
That's telling me that I want to fade him.
What do you think about Elliot Transon in the Twitch chat saying Walker might implode tonight? Is tonight actually the night where the Phillies lose and I'm a bot and you're lying to me, or what's the deal?
I don't think so. I mean, the Phillies, once again, the sharper the lines for their opponent, the more the Phillies win. They don't give a shit. They don't care. It's a team that I monitor every game because they're in my fucking NL East, and they just keep winning. They're better than the Braves right now. It's not even close. They're the best team in baseball right now, the Phillies.
Easily the best team.
And like we've talked about, you can't just be all sharp in the sport. You got to use that baseball brain, and baseball brain right now is screaming Phillies, and you bet them until they cool off, right? But right now they're red hot. I don't hate it.
And I hate to say, Krabs, last year when I was just donating, losing coin hand over foot in baseball last year, it was because I would fade red hot teams that weren't as good as they should be. And this year, dude, I'm not even lying. I'm just committing to riding teams that are hot until the wheels fall off. Royals won 4 straight. The minute they lost, haven't bet them since. Going to wait till they get hot again. Phillies have been on an unreal streak. Even when they lose one, they go on another 4-run win. So I'm just going to keep riding the Phillies till they cool down. And now the Yankees seem like a team that's getting hot. They just completely shut out the Twins. Now they're plus chicken again. Their bats are hot. Aaron Judge had a 4-hit game. So I'm just going to keep riding the team so they cool off in baseball. Whereas in other sports, I feel like you don't do that. But in baseball, like I'm just not going to be dumb. And I'm just going to ride the hot teams because it makes no sense. If you rode the A's when they were hot, you could have won like 6 straight.
Bro, you don't fade streaks in baseball. You take them. And I'm happy to hear that. You figured it out way quicker than I could. It took me years to figure that out betting baseball. I'd be sitting on my fucking ass after betting the Diamondbacks 10 days in a row on a 15, 20-game losing streak thinking, fuck am I doing? And now I've learned that you can't fade streaks in baseball. You back the streaks.
Well, Krabs, I was sitting there last summer when the A's had not a single win and faded them the 3 times that they got wins. And it was when they got hot because they won one game. And then I was like, no way the A's win another. Then they won another. And then I was like, I thought we're going back -1.5. And then they won another and they swept the series. So like that is when I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore because like there's no reason that they should be playing this well, but they're playing this well and it's baseball. So I'm just going to ride them.
I mean, yeah, that's the method how you build a bankroll. That's how you make coins in baseball, man. Keep riding the Phillies until they cool off. They will eventually.
And they will.
62 games. But like right now, dude, you're not going to hear a peep from me, bitching.
They will. I agree. They will. And Krabs, once they do, I'm off them. I'm not going to be like, well, the Phillies are going to regain their form. You got to prove it to me first. That's my baseball method now. You got to prove it to me first, and then I'll jump on.
Has to be done.
It has to be done.
Has to be done.
All right, I don't want to run too much into detail. As always, we appreciate you for coming on. Is Jovan on today, or is he still out?
Tomorrow.
Okay, do you want me to come on for a little bit today?
Sure. Stop by if you got some time. We can talk some plays. We can talk some NBA a little bit more.
Word, I want to be there when you spin today's wheel. Are you spinning the wheel today?
Hop in early.
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you so much for coming on, Krabs. We appreciate it.
Baseball.
Do you want to do your baseball bet or your golf bet really quick before I do the end?
Oh yeah, we're taking Christian Bezadenhout matchup against Brian Harmon.
Christian what?
Bezadenhout? I think that's how you say it.
All right. Guess we're riding. My 2-piece prize picks today is going to be Caitlin Clark points or 3-point made. I have not decided yet. One of those is going to turn green. If one of them does, they probably both do. And it is going to be, wait for it. I also agree with Krabs. It's going to be an Anthony Edwards day, and I'm going to take Anthony Edwards points. Even though I think the Nuggets win, Anthony Edwards will go out fighting. He is a dog, and dogs do what dogs do, which is go out fighting, and they go out with blood all over their face in GTA and limb from limb. So I'm also going to be doing that. Don't be surprised, too, if Jake Gensel gets a point tonight. If his goblin is up, I love that kid on the Canes. Wouldn't be shocked if he gets a point tonight as well. Listen, we end every episode with a little inspiration, a little motivation. And here's what I'm going to say today. I got another quote for you guys. We're heavy on the quotes this week. I will not be here tomorrow. Make sure you guys listen to the exclusive pod we're going to drop later tomorrow. Here's what I'm going to read to you guys. I want everyone to listen to this one because I feel like it's an important one for the things that I'm trying to build in my life, for the career that I'm trying to have in my life, for the dreams that I'm chasing, for the goals that I'm trying to achieve. And I feel like it's something that not a lot of people get told enough in life because we live in an age in social media where instant gratification is literally like this. And we think if it doesn't work overnight, it's never going to work. We see Jinxie clips blow up overnight. And even though he tells us it was years of streaming, we don't believe him for some reason as humans because we saw it one day and then he's the most famous he's ever been the next day. We saw Sketch blow up overnight. And we hear him talk about, he just turned the stream on and ended up going viral. And we just think that everything we do in life, if it doesn't click in the first week, month, or day, or hour, it's not a good idea and it's not going to work. But I'm going to read a quote to you that I saw the other day that I think we need to hear more as a society. It does not matter how slowly. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. The only way that you can guarantee failure in your life is the minute you stop trying. That's the only time you'll genuinely fail. The only time you will genuinely fail at something in your entire life is when you stop trying. If you keep showing up and you keep going and you keep putting one foot in front of the other, it is virtually impossible to fail because you keep trying and you keep showing up. The only way to fail is to stop trying. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Set some goals to dreams and let's achieve some dreams this year. I love you guys so much. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. I appreciate all the support for the show. We're just getting started. You stay right there. We got BTL coming up next. Same stream, same place. I'm going to stop in for Krabs when he spins the wheel because I think that shit is phenomenal. All right. We're dropping an exclusive pod for TMA tomorrow because I'm not going to be here. It's going to be NFL futures, all the bets you need, talking about schedules, talking about win totals. I love you guys so much.